is Lackey, who reigns from Kazakhstan, and so he's playing against some fellow countrymen. I actually believe that Entropiq is a Kazakhstan organization. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure they are.
Could be.
So it's quite an interesting one, to consider that a Kazakhstan-based organization is playing against a Kazakhstanian team.
They are from the Czech Republic.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for the heads up there, and before I carried on with that ridiculous narrative. Nice shot there from Winter.
Oh.
And it's going to be a cleanup, at least for the most part, right? Like, Entropiq, they won't mind dropping 2 players in the anti-4 spy round, make it look relatively easy, and we can see the Pinnacle betting odds just heavily in favor of Entropiq.
I don't expect much from 100 ping gods in this game, right? So far, they're not off to that hot of a start on their CT side, and sure, obviously, anybody could say it's going to come down to that first rifle round, but so far, we really just haven't seen anything, right? Usually on teams like this, or not on teams like this necessarily, but, when both teams are somewhat evenly matched or closely matched, you'll see one team gets a couple of kills. It's unlucky that they lose a couple of rounds. It's still close, but, I mean, Entropiq, they've just kind of been dictating the matchup, even though it's been 2 rounds, right? You could see they are really already in the minds of 100 ping gods who don't really know whether they can play aggressive or pass, or rather what even this setup can be. They can't even put too much pressure on outside, and maybe not even on ramp either, because Alien's going to take a clean headshot over towards Smiley. Alongside that, Forrester finds yet another kill, so we're instantly into a 3v5 with a minute 20 to go, and Forrester...
Yeah, listen, this is the Entropiq team that have been so damn scary over the past few months, and they've shifted into gear here from the first round on Nuke. They're looking like a serious force right now. Maybe I'm a little bit early in terms of making that call, but I just think that they're looking very, very hot right now.
Yeah,
and it's going to be tough for 100 ping gods to try and go up against them. Let's see what they've got in store for us here in this first gun round. Rifles across the board. Actually, there's an SMG in play for Bro, an AWP for Smiley as well. Let's see if they can get themselves on the board here.
Yeah, the question is how good, I mean, even though, we kind of have to see a 1 round from them, how well can they win it even if they do? That's another big question mark, right? Because this is technically a bonus round from Entropiq. We see them coming in with a MAC 10, a couple of Galils. Uh-oh, Sara might have found timing out of one of these players going down secret. Did he go through that wall of smokes? I'm not too sure if he did, but still, nonetheless, Nickelback's been able to go all the way down secret, try to take a little bit of a fight over towards B. No flank coming in just yet. In fact, Sara, the man who is towards Red Bin, once is going to move his way forward up towards outside, but that's not going to help them out too much. But cycling smokes over towards the squeaky door more certainly will, because with a minute 20 to go, you could see Entropiq, they were definitely getting ready for that smoke to fade. They were going to burst out, probably go for a split down towards B, but after that extra smoke comes in, they're not too sure what's going to go on, though. Nickelback clears his behind and finds a 3 kill onto Sara to open things up, traded out by Bro.
Molly coming through to force Iceman out of position, completely blinded up. He stands no chance on the defense whatsoever, and in Entropiq, they're just going to waltz their way into the safe bomb site with the numerical advantage. 100 ping gods, I don't even know if they want to go for this right now. I mean, they've still got a player in the vents area or secret. There's a player towards ramp room as well. And I think they're just going to take these guns into the next round. This is Entropiq, man. This is their bread and butter, just keeping things as simple as they possibly can. They find kills, and then they just work their way into an A exec. Nice and easy.
And you know what the best part is here for Entropiq? Nickelback dies in this round. That's honestly the best thing that happens for Entropiq.
I mean, that's true. Back 10?
Yeah, he gets a kill on the MAC 10, gets traded out, and now next round, he's going to have boatloads of cash coming in with now an AK-47, making it all the more difficult to take care of him. And, I really want to see one more kill from Forrester before he dies, because then we will have a reverse 007. That's fun.
700.
Yeah, he's currently 6-0-0, I believe.
All right. Okay, I mean, gotten off to a fantastic start here, has Forrester. Entropiq at that as well, looking very, very good. Up 4-0 here, picked up the first gun round as well. At least 100 ping gods were able to keep 3 players alive when they saved those weapons, so they will still be able to buy up coming into this next round. Let's see what they've got in store for us, and what do they change up? What do they do differently here to try and turn things around and get themselves to winning ways?
Yeah, and because, that's the scary part.
Yeah.
You can't really change it up if you're 100 ping gods. I mean, with this new man on the lineup, you don't really have too much experience with him. I don't know if you could necessarily change it up all that much. Sure, you can theory craft stuff, but how good is it going to work? Well, maybe it works out better this round, because Zara's found 2 dropping down towards Mini. Can a kill come back in reimbursement? No, not just yet. In fact, it's only damage onto this T side, so maybe the buy back from the side of 100 ping gods was the right call, because so far, they're absolutely dominating in this round. Bro, sure, he's down to 22 HP, but they just made it worth their weight in gold.
Great start to the round here for 100 ping gods. Alien, he's going to try and find something back here outside towards Silo, but Sorrow's not exposing himself at all. And 100 ping gods know that they don't have to make any further plays here in this round. They just have to hold on to the control that they've secured so far. and force Entropiq to make the next move. I like the defense that they've brought to the table so far. Standing tall. Entropiq offered up quite a few early fights and lost those fights. Alien will lose his as well. And it's a clean defense coming through here from 100 Pingon. Finally, Forrest is able to get a kill back. There's your 7-0, and but I don't think he'll be able to get much more done in this round.
I don't know, a couple more kills and it should be worthwhile, right? The money of 100 ping gods should still be quite weakened. It's not even like he doesn't have the opportunity. There are potential for 1v1s, especially if Bro swings out here. One bullet will end him on this M4, and he's just barely not feeling the shoulder. Sorrow going to be tagged up as well. Bro, though, coming in off of that contact being taken and gets the kill. So, only one frag found by the Entropiq offense. Not too shabby from 100 ping gods on the, I guess you can call it a change-up. I don't necessarily know if we can confirm that, but must have been, right? Because they finally found some success, and it's not even like it's by the skin of their teeth. It was pretty damn confident.
Yeah, 100%. The one thing I will say is it's not like 100 Ping Gods had to do anything particularly special in that round. Sorrow just needed to find that double kill towards Mouth. And I actually think Entropiq made a bit of a misplay there because they weren't able to find that trade straight away as they dropped down Mouth and Sorrow dropped them both into the grave. So, 100 Ping Gods, they're on the board here. Still so much cash in the bank for Entropiq though. They'll comfortably be able to buy up in the next round regardless of what happens here. But,
I'm actually really surprised we don't see Sorrow get a little bit of spam to him right there. I mean, he chucks an 8 in for Mini, and Forrester just holds his trigger. It looks like he was holding that too, so that's really surprising me. But what doesn't surprise me is Entropiq changing it around and taking outside, right? 100 Ping Gods past Sorrow, making him maybe solo aggressive play every now and then. They haven't really put too much pressure on that side of the map, so it really makes me smile to see Entropiq able to adapt so quickly into it, even though, I mean, they only lose one round, right? They don't want to let 100 Ping Gods find anything more off of that, and this is what you really see from these high-level teams, right? They lose a round, something starts to go wrong, they change it up and adapt. So the question is, how are Entropiq going to be able to fare in this round? And I honestly don't think it's going to be that bad. Iceman, as soon as it comes out to check this, he might get a bullet to the brain because Crad and Nickelback, oh my, he's jiggling in and timing. That's the biggest factor here. Is he going to check Nickelback? He spotted out the shadow and starts to back away. He knows they're coming up. He's ready for the fight. Will he win it, though? That's the question. The answer is no. Nickelback finding that kill in Heaven will now allow the A-Crunch to come in. Trades come back and forth. But now it's tied up in the 3v3 coming in from Heaven. Sorrow's got to hold his own, and he most certainly does. Finding Crowd and Forrester. Is he going to shut this down by himself? Alien will find the trade, but it's 1v1 that winner wins. And 100 Ping Gods, they're able to stabilize and pick up a second.
Beautiful trades coming through from 100 Ping Gods. They're really important trades, and a massive hold from Winter as well with that double kill coming through from Vent. Really, really important sequence of frags from him. We get a look at the trusty replay here. It took a bit long to find the first kill, but the second frag was the difference maker, because if he gets traded out there by Forrester, it's a 2 versus 1, and there's a massive advantage in the favor of Entropiq. But no, because he gets the multi-kill, his team ends up in that 2v1, and they end up getting across the line. So great work coming through from 100 Ping Gods. Good communication, good trading. And we get a bit of information here in chat, Ant. I don't know if you see this, but Duke Fisher has actually graced us with his presence as he's watching the game right now. And we get the info that he's not playing because his ping is too poor. So that's unfortunate. It's, you know, that 100 Ping Gods are having to play without their full roster right now. Yeah, not 100 Ping Gods. He was saying 140 Ping Gods. And I guess you can't be a god with 140 ping, so then there would just be 140 ping.
No, that's fair. I mean, it's over the mark, right? Their mark is clearly 100 ping. God, past that, it's just not fair. So, you know, now
and right now,
Bro come in, so.
Yeah, exactly. Winston's been forced back. Entropiq, they're just making waves right now here in the round. And 100 Ping Gods, they barely have any money in the bank, so I think they have to commit to the save here and take these guns into the next round. Iceman, he could get caught off guard here, and he does. Oh man, Entropiq not letting go of not relinquishing any pressure here, and
I feel like is that Forrester's 10th kill right now. He is silently, or maybe not even silently, but he is just on fire in this game so far.
Oh, absolutely,
melting
man.
at the feet of Iceman and Winter, who just can't catch a break. Smiley, he's another victim up to the tally, and now Sorrow just trying to save his M4, as you said. Money not all that great on the side of 100 Ping Gods, and I'm actually quite frank, I was surprised we saw another buy from Entropiq, especially considering how good it is. Everybody had AKs, everybody had util, even an AWP coming out into the mix, but still. Great recovery from him, and yeah, that is the 10th kill from Forrester, who has just been absolutely annihilating this game so far. Uncontested, it seems.
And Lucky's yet to frag, so, you know, once he comes online and he starts hitting his shots as well. Iceman also yet to frag. I mean, still a lot left to be desired here on this map so far. But look at the cash in the bank for Entropiq, which means it's 100 Ping Gods. They haven't had any room to breathe yet, have they? And every single round has been a really tough one for them so far. If they can win here, they'll have to win again before they break Entropiq's economy. So Entropiq have just had full control of the economic game so far here on Nuke. And when you're on the T side at that as well, Oh man, it's so tough for the CTs at that point.
Yeah, alongside right now how the game is with the economy being very T-sided, a map like Nuke can't get started on your CT side. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could just blame it on the game or on the map, but like Entropiq, it seems like they are just absolutely dominating so far, right? Sure, it's 5-2. It's not necessarily a blowout, but still, I don't know if that score necessarily tells the entire storyline. Sure, one of those rounds from 100 ping gods was very convincing, but after that, I mean, it's been very, very close. Situations where players need to multi-frag, where they need Entropiq to make a mistake in order to try and surpass them. Now Sara, once again, looks like he's going to wait for them to make a mistake, and that's coming in from Nickelback, not able to find the kill. Oh, but Crab, thankfully, is not by a very big margin, though. 5v4, and Bro looks to go for some re-aggressive plays over towards the second. That Iceman's coming from the lobby, and Winner's got Lackey. That's one of the high HP players for Entropiq. They might still be sweating a little bit here, even though they might be able to wrap through outside. It's going to be really, really close and come up to the timing. If Alien can't find this kill, Entropiq could be sent out of this round.
Well, Alien looks like he wants to clear out the angles here. He misses his shot, though. And now Winter gets that information. Crad, he's going to be peeking from another angle, but he can't find the fight either. And now, as things start to slow down on 100 ping guards, they're going to have to realize what's going on here and try and bolster this defense on the A bomb site. Alien to drop a smoke so that he can get across into Mouth. Interesting choice there, actually smoking Mouth off itself. He'll be taken down by Winter. Bro's got a couple different angles to contend with, and he actually will get the frag. There we go. 100 ping guards in a 3 versus 3 end up finding all 3 frags without losing anybody further. So that's a really good job coming through for them.
That was a little sketchy there from Entropiq. As I said, right, it's coming to that situation where the 100 ping gods defense really needed Entropiq to make a mistake for them to win that round. And I mean, they did. They didn't really clear to their right. They didn't consider them being maybe one man towards credit over towards the blue bin. So that's really where 100 ping gods started to surpass them. They had 2 men in towards hell. They got that kill outside. So if you get a kill in a situation like they did with a man over towards the blue bin, you stall Entropiq out because you don't know how quickly they're going to be able to come in on those rotations and shut down that heaven flank. So I like to play from 100 ping gods in the end, be it though it did come off the back of an Entropiq mistake. So we're going to have to see more of that from 100 ping gods if they want to convince me.
This is going to be a tough defense right now. Entropiq looking to try and just burst their way in towards the safe bomb side. Iceman's going to find a double kill dropping off from the hut roof as he burns. He finds a second. Great work coming through from him. At least Alien's able to get a kill back, but the damage has been done here in the round. Bro going to continue to force the issue here, spraying into the smoke. He does a substantial amount of damage to Lackey, who's just trying to retrieve the bomb at this point, but he can't find the bomb in the smoke. Lackey, or excuse me, Alien rather, has taken Sorrow down. And the bomb finally been retrieved by Lackey as well. So mission successful for him. And with 55 seconds left on the clock here, how do Entropiq respond? Looks like they're going to be taking contact in towards a ramp. Winter actually decides to continue to take the fight there. He loses his life. As a response, 100 ping guards, they will be dropping straight down in towards this B bomb site. Slightly opens the door and gets destroyed.
Knock, knock, who's there? That's not what you want when you open the door, and now it's left to Bro, the new man in the roster, 1 versus 3. What can he do? I'm not too sure if that's going to be very much, because literally on 1 HP, trying to recover the AWP, jumping over the bullets that have been spammed into them, they aren't going to let him go anytime soon. And Forrester is having an absolute field day so far. That is his 12th kill, 6-3, and Entropiq aren't slowing down anytime soon.
This is the thing, right? Is even though 100 ping gods have been able to win a few isolated rounds here on the CT side so far, they haven't actually been able to do enough to break Entropiq throughout this entire half. So it just means that every time, yeah, they've had moments where they've looked good, it hasn't translated into periods, into consecutive rounds being won yet. And now Entropiq have got an anti-eco, so they should just continue their dominant run here on the T side of their map pick.
Yeah, this hasn't been too hot from the 100 ping god squad. I mean, I don't know if I was expecting anything too hot from people with the names of Winter and Iceman. That's not a diss. That's just a really crappy pun. Speaking of hot, though, Brad burns at the toes of Smiley for his kill. 3 out, though, still. 3v3 in the pistol buy. Couple of deagles left on them. Sorrow, he might be a little bit of a weak point for this defense, but it all depends on where the Entropiq offense decides to go, right? They're all cramped up in towards lobby right now, and I believe for the entire 100 ping gods defense, they're stacked up on A. Iceman going in for a peek. If Forrester isn't ready for this, he might be able to give the bomb up, but no, Forrester's going to stabilize. Can he find his second? He can't, but Alien can, and now it's up to Sorrow, the man who I said was probably the weak point with nothing but the USB. I don't know if he's got too long for this role, but as I say that, get a tap away for at the very least one. So even if you don't get anything more for the side of 100 ping gods, I consider it pretty successful, right? 3 kills on your force buy, or rather on your eco.
Yeah, for sure. And 3 kills on your eco is amazing. I mean, that's pretty much the most you could ask for. I mean, winning the round, sure, that's the best case scenario, but when you're realistic, you just want to find a couple of kills. Now it's going to be another gun round. And it feels like if 100 Pink Gods lose this gun round and that this half really starts to snowball out of control into Entropiq's favor.
Yeah. This is where 100 Pink Gods need to turn it around. And even if they turn it around, we have to see something which we haven't yet. We need to see momentum. We need to see rounds converted into more rounds. We need to see more success than, you know, every once in a while. I mean, this is Nuke for crying out loud. A CT-sided map. And when Entropiq get to that defense, I really, especially considering this is their map pick, the only thing I expect to see is pretty much near perfection, though. Winter going straight through the smoke. Let's see if he can change things around. Alongside that, Iceman's found a kill on the molly. Yeah, crowd expects it, but not entirely ready for Winter to be that far up. A second kill comes in the favor of 100 Pink Gods, who are now in a 5v3. Iceman, look at this. He's going up in the lobby. He's going to find Forrester and drop the bomb. Alongside that, even though he falls to Lackey, he knows they're grouped up there. They had the bomb. They have the information. Now they're just in the minds of Entropiq. Where are 100 Pink Gods? How close are they? How far are they? Sorrow, he shows how close they are, picking up another kill and puts it into a 1v5 for Lackey.
100 Pink Gods just relentlessly continuing with this aggression, man. My God. Even though they had that 5v3, Iceman still forces the issue through huts. Sorrow's still getting aggressive outside as well. Winter, I mean, he's still holding an aggressive angle towards a ramp. Like, these guys, they want fights, man. They're not afraid to take these gunfights. Lackey, not going to be able to get much else done in the round on 100 Pink Gods. Not only do they win that all-important round, they make it clean as well. They keep 4 of their 5 players alive.
Wait, did they just break their money? Looks like they did. Nickelback and Forrester, alongside that crowd, they can't really afford to buy. Maybe they force up here, but it's really going to be ugly. I mean, a couple of Mac 10s, maybe. This isn't going to look good. I'm kind of surprised we're seeing Entropiq force up, especially considering 4 rounds left in the half, right? I mean, you take 1 save, give him a 5th, then you could probably just maybe even sweep from there. But now you're going in with nothing more than a couple of pistols, maybe an AK, an AWP, and a Galil. You're really relying on some star plays here, and I don't know if that's going to come in, considering how far up Sorrow has gone almost undetected, though. Completely blinded off the angle. Looks like he's going to back away, but still, the info he's gotten is worth its weight in gold. He's made them scared. He doesn't know where they are, and look at how much they're clearing out, right? Nickelback walking all the way up in the Tech 9 has to clear out the entirety of Red Bin by himself. And 100 Pink Gods, they're able to take a passive stance without Entropiq knowing what's going on.
Yeah, interesting round here for Entropiq. They've been able to get numbers down secret right now, and it doesn't look like 100 Pink Gods have entirely caught wind of this. I suppose Sorrow's in position, but he's going to completely overexpose himself. That's a trade frag coming through for Entropiq, and they could continue to rampage their way onto towards the B bomb site from here. Winter's going to be the first responder. He gets himself in position, but Alien's already waiting on the angle. What a great AWP frag that is for him to find. Entropiq, they've still put the brakes on here. They haven't committed to this B bomb site. Smiley going to continue to try and get some work done here on the rotation, but now he's been spotted out, so the info is there for the T side. Alien will add another to his tally. Little bit of indiscipline coming through here, or ill discipline coming through from 100 Pink Gods. I just think they're playing a little bit disjointed and not very team-based as we would like to see from them. You know, even in that previous round, they were making like super aggressive plays, even though they had the advantage. You know, obviously they're fighting for the win here, but it just feels like they're not really doing themselves justice, if I could put it that way.
Yeah, and I'm really glad you said in discipline, because that really has been the storyline for 100 Pink Gods. Sure, they found some success, but I mean, here's the thing. Just because something works doesn't necessarily mean it was the right play. My example being that last round where Iceman, as we said, had gone straight up in the lobby, found a kill, and even dropped the bomb.
Whoa!
Sure, wait, ignore that. Bro, 1v1, nade, almost takes care of him, but now 1 headshot is actually the only difference maker he needs. Flash comes in, and he is doing the absolute dance with those double doors. Lackey now taking some cover behind the silo, trying to get into his mind. Where is he going? Where is he playing? What is he going to try to do? And make Lackey uncomfortable. Bro, though, he's trying to get himself an AK. Lackey, he's going to catch him doing that, catch him lacking, and pick up the round. Entropiq, they get an ace, but as I was saying, I am really glad you said that, because the discipline here, it's just not been there, as you said, for 100 Pink Gods, right? Making these really aggressive solo plays. Sure, sometimes they work, but most of the times it looks like that, where somebody goes up, tries to make a hero play, and just gets absolutely annihilated and gives Entropiq a way bigger man advantage than they really should have had. Right? We're not really seeing that team play coming in from 100 Pink Gods. My question is that because maybe we're seeing an inexperienced 100 Pink Gods altogether, or is it because we're seeing that sub? I don't know if that's necessarily something we see from the 100 Pink God squad.
Yeah, I mean, a good effort from Bro, though, right? In that 1 versus 4 clutch to find 3 kills with the MP9, like a solid attempt. But again, it's the same case for 100 Pink Gods, where they win a round and then lose the round immediately afterwards. So they're going to have to eco here. Entropiq, they've doubled up in terms of the scoreline. They're up 8-4 right now. Still no cash in the bank. So they want to make this round as clean as they possibly can. But
Oh, Forrester,
Yeah,
man.
it feels like 100 ping guards. Their success here is going to be predicated off of individuals popping off. And that's not going to be enough against the might of this Entropiq team, who have got individuals popping off and sublime teamwork, Ant.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really carry your way to the top of CS anymore by just out-aiming everybody, right? It's a big team play game. It's a big experience game. You can't just keep making these solo plays and expect them to carry you all the way through. That's why we see Entropiq right now playing so well, because even though Entropiq do have a very, very fast play style, you can see a lot of the times they're playing together. You haven't seen it much this game because Forrester has needed absolutely no help. He'll go up and get 2 by himself, but they've always got a man behind him, around him to get that trade, to keep things close, or at least pull a kill back. Even one of those rounds that we saw 100 Ping Gods win, I believe it was like 1-4, 1-5, something like that, where they picked up their second. I mean, it required Sorrow to get a double kill in order for them to win that round. It's just been super solo play oriented for the side of 100 Ping Gods, and I hope we can see that change up here, because they've only got 2 rounds to try and adapt. Entropiq, no matter what, they're going to take this half 9-6 at the worst outcome. 100 Ping Gods, they are just kind of destroying themselves here.
I know, it's very tough for them. I mean, they are going up against Entropiq on their map pick, to be fair. So, like, it was always going to be a grind here for 100 Ping Gods, but 4 rounds is absolutely not going to be enough on the CT side. We can see here the boot camp venue, at least from where the 100 Ping Gods are playing. We got the hooker pipe there, man. Let's go.
Ew, I mean, black bars.
Yeah, well, superior, obviously. But what I will say is that I hope they got some good hubbly flavor in there, man.
Yeah. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
You don't know what hookah pipes are, bro?
I do. I knew.
Yeah, so
I knew a guy.
I hope they got some good flavor in there, man.
Dude.
Get some like I don't know, some fruity mix, dude. Always good. Not a fan of the mint myself. Like I never really enjoy the mint flavored tobacco. Anyway,
maybe they got some winter fresh in there.
That was a sorrowful one, my man.
Right.
In the ice cold, Smiley with the AWP opens up the double door and he finds himself a frag. Great way for 100 Ping Gods to kick off this round, but still work to be done here as Entropiq get their way in towards the B-bomb site.
4v4, and here's the thing, right? Sorrow, he's still, I mean, I'd say undetected over towards the single door, so as soon as the plant comes in, he's going to be able to try and play spoiler to it, but no, he's just going to keep his anonymous position. I think I said that right. Now he swings out, not going to find a kill just yet. The winner doubles up, 2v3. There comes Sorrow swinging out from the single door. Now 1v3 for Ellie in the Opper. He's got it all left to do and not much time to do it, a room to work with. However, the one thing you might be able to benefit from is the fact that they're all going to take this fight. Solo winner! Oh, thankfully it's that headshot. If Elian could have been able to cock back the shot and shoot another one off, he's in a 1v1. Sure, the bomb isn't planted for him, but I don't want to be in a 1v1 up against a player like Elian. And I don't think 100 Ping Gods do too. So thankfully, winner picks up a huge 3K to get it fit for the 100 Ping Gods.
What I will say is a really good discipline coming through there from Sorrow. I think he was the player towards the single door. Did you notice how he didn't swing out while Alien was watching that angle? He probably saw that Alien was left alone, so he didn't need to swing out there and take that fight. He knows that the AWP is most likely holding that angle, not only because he got a kill from that position, but he also throws a flashbang, so he's taken the attention towards that part of the bomb site. So it's really important for the other individuals to get the job done for 100 Ping Gods. Now, we shift ourselves into the last round of this first half.
Oh,
and it's going to be Smiley who opens up once again with his AWP. Really coming alive here.
Looks like 100 Ping Gods are finally starting to turn things around, but I guess better late than never. Even though it's a 5v4, even though they're going to be down 3 rounds regardless. It's still better than maybe 4 or 5, but hey, maybe I'm counting it out way too soon. Sorrow lurking around these smokes. He still wants to find some ill-willed success. Nickelback might give it to him creeping around as he found himself a little bit of a gap. Feel like he's trying to play an angle there. That smoke, I believe, has now dissipated. The only problem is there's 2 people there. Smiley on the AWP is coming to assist his teammates. Now Bro's going to go up and get his head taken off. Lackey finally picks up a kill for the side of Entropiq. Still down a man as it looks like they want to sprint towards the lower bombs. Like Winter got a hold to perfection so far, doing that well because he sprays down for them both. And it's Forrester, the man who's been on fire this whole game, left alone, and he can't even pick up a kill. He dinks Iceman, but no cigar. 6-9. Entropiq up by 3.
All right, so I would say that that's probably the bare minimum for 100 Ping Gods to be competitive here on Nuke. 6 rounds on the CT side. I think that they've given themselves the bare minimum chance of being able to fight back. Have a look at the updated Pinnacle betting odds here. And 5.15 100 Ping Gods and 1.164 for Entropiq. So if you're watching this game right now and you think that 100 Ping Gods can make a comeback from those positions, those would be some delectable odds to jump on. And listen, speed is the name of the game. So don't let your playing experience be disrupted by slow payments. Choose Trustly to make your payments flow quickly from account to account. No cards, no app, and no registration required. You can even make a bet on this game here between Entropiq and 100 Ping Guards. Try it out with Trustly at pinnacle.com/odds. Always remember that betting on sports should be fun, so only play what you can afford to lose. And best of luck.
Trustly. You can tell it's trustful because it's got trust in the name. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that for a second. And I wouldn't doubt Entropiq here either on Nuke, but it's actually Smiley who's opened up. Nickelback, he peeks out. I thought he might be biting off a bit more than he can chew there. At least he finds the second frag before he gets traded out. Oh, Forrester. Oh my god, that's disgusting. He's looking for a third. Crad will rob him, but that second shot was so sexy from Crad. Really nice kill coming through from him. And Entropiq, well, they've got themselves up 10-6 here by winning that second pistol round, and that's a fantastic way for them to kick off their campaign here on the second half.
Oh, and you know, that's I feel like it's insult to injury for 100 Ping Guards. They do everything so perfect on the opener there, right? They find the opening duel, but then Nickelback just does Nickelback things and picks up two. As you said, it looked like he bit off way more than he chewed, and quite frankly, he did. But 100 Ping Guards, they weren't able to punish, and now they're staring down the barrel of a 4-round deficit. They have to force up, it seems, but they don't. I guess that's a better thing to see. Though Smiley, he's the one to force up on a scout and armor. Alien takes care of Sorrow. This might be a bloodbath over towards the CT spawn as one kill goes for one in the 4v4. And that actually really favors this T side here, though. Forrester, he's crept behind enemy lines. And, well, the success that was once found by 100 Ping Guards is instantly going to be ripped away in Lackey, just playing with his food, waiting for the bomb to go down, then taking care of him. 1v4. Smiley going to get the tag, but not the bag. It's Entropiq up 11-6.
Yeah, great work coming through from Entropiq to keep 4 players alive there as well in the anti-force buy. And it wasn't... Wait. I thought they forced in the previous round. I guess I must have misread that.
No. They didn't force.
Oh, they got the scout from... Yeah, okay. And also they picked up the scout off the kill that they got, I suppose. Anyway, regardless.
No, they just had it into the round. I don't know.
Okay.
Smiley just bought up.
Okay, so that's exactly what's happened, you know. I'm definitely paying attention, yeah. 100 Ping Guards. They're going to want to pay attention in the round as they need to get off the mark here in the second half, and because if they lose this gun round, it feels like they'll be on course to lose this map soon afterwards.
Agreed. They really got to start to change around the storyline right here, and it's not going off to that hot of a start. Be it though, it's just Smiley, the one on the Deagle, already down to 28 HP. I guess what you're really expecting that Deagle or rather that pistol to do is try to make an info play, get yourself something more to work with than just the basic kind of info of we should have some outside control. But, well, Iceman, that's a little bit of a different story. Down to 37 HP. He's already on his last legs. And Entropiq, I really like this. A team that's notoriously fast playing. I like them playing slow. They want to try and wait for 100 Ping Guards to make the first mistake. They don't really need to get aggressive. They don't need something to work. So that's why you see these very passive setups. They can just kind of relax. Make sure 100 Ping Guards don't get the better of them. Spraying through the smoke. Lackey also putting up some info that somebody was there, but then is going to rotate off. Nickelback, though, is he going to get caught out on timing? He almost did that with the flash. Going to tell him to run for the hills. Molly dropped behind him as it looks like in comes a B defense.
Yeah, 100 Ping Guards successfully taken ramp control here, but the problem is they only have 3 flashes left remaining to try and get themselves onto the side, so it's going to be down to the brute force approach here. Sorry, at least finding a kill outside. I wonder if that takes any of the attention away from the speed bomb site. There we go, Lackey. He was trying to contend with multiple angles. Nickelback's only going to be good for one as well.
Look at the health.
So much damage has been dealt here. Very low HP on a number of individuals right now, and you can see Crad knows that Sorrow's going to be here somewhere, but he doesn't clear the corner out entirely. Oh, Sorrow. Tucked in. Will find that all-important kill. Oh. And again, 100 Ping Guards, well, and... they're going to win this all-important round to keep themselves alive, but still so much work for them to do here.
This hurts. This hurts so much. 4 HP, 1 HP, 15 health. Winner sure he's full, but oh man, that hurts. That really hurts.
Yeah, that does hurt. But
what sucks even more is, right, who was alive with Forrester? I think it was Lackey. Right? Was it Lackey or Crad? It was one of those two, but they had come down the vents and they were starting to clear out towards Secret. And he was, it looked like he was about to clear the wall, right? But then he just decides not to. And he's
clear your corners, kids. Check your corners. You know, when you're growing up, the first rule is to always look left, look right, and then look left again when you're crossing a road.
Yeah.
In Counter-Strike, rule number 1 is to check your corners, mate. And properly. Yeah. Not just for the sake of it, where you kind of, you know, put your crosshair there. You actually, how often do we see players just flick into a corner and then instantly turn away without actually checking if there's a person there? Anyway, in the end, 100 Ping Guards will get themselves across the line. They win around here on the T side. And that's hopefully for them going to be kickstarting their campaign. It was probably a bonus round for Entropiq, right? So now they have to go up against the might of the M4s. The scout for Alien, so still a bit of an asterisk there in terms of no AWP for the CT side. But 100 ping guards, if they can win this round right here, right now, they will reset the economy of the CT side. Lackey taking the aggressive fight outside. He's got Nickelback to support him as well. And in fact, they will be able to get a kill between the two of them and make their way out alive. Not only that, but Lackey adds another one to his tally as well. And it's a disaster for 100 ping gods.
Now we start to see that really fast play from Entropiq. They need something to work. That's why they start to change up the pace and get in 100 ping gods face. But even though they find the opening 2 kills, Winter's found an open B bomb site, but he'll also find a tag from the scout and a frag from Ellie in 2v4. And it looks like for a second there, 100 ping gods could have brought it back, but Nickelback has had absolutely enough. 3 kills from him on the M4. Maybe an AK recovered. Nope, it is yoinked by his teammate, and Entropiq, they find a 12th round.
Oh, God. Straight back to winning ways. Again, this has been the theme that I've been touching on throughout this entire map so far. Every time 100 ping guards have been able to win a round or two, immediately afterwards, Entropiq are able to get a round back. So never any consistency or consecutive rounds really being won here by 100 ping guards to put pressure on the side of Entropiq. They need to.
Yeah,
they need to find some consecutive rounds here to put some pressure onto the Russian team. Because, or the majority Russian team. Because Entropiq are just coasting at this point. You can see they're making plays. They're really comfortable. And 100 ping guards, they're going to be trying to make a play in towards ramp room right now. Lackey drops the smoke and they gray screen as they come through. Which means Lackey will find one. And the bomb is dropped unfavorably here for 100 ping guards as well. Well noted there. And flashbang, actually Lackey will be able to avoid. It was a fake flash. Gets the AK. And it's a 2-man advantage in the round here that's gone untraded so far for Entropiq.
I think they threw a nade or something, right? Somebody threw a nade and the AK got blown through the smoke for Lackey. He was just like, okay, I'll take it.
And I think there was a team flashbang coming through, which Lackey was turning away from at the same time. Anyway, I mean, 100 ping guards, they're going to want to turn away from this round because right now they're just getting destroyed and they haven't found a single frag. They try and keep things really simple. They just try and take contact in towards A ramp, but Lackey repels them with a double kill. Alien finds 2 of his own, and this is becoming some one-way traffic.
There's another thing you said there that really made me happy that you mentioned it, right? It's just how comfortable Entropiq look on Nuke right now. They're not scared to do something new. They're not necessarily going for a full outside take, flashes behind to make sure they're blind. No, I mean, you could see there, like, with the round they needed at most, they're just making aggressive plays with absolutely no problems. They know where they are and aren't going to be. And Entropiq, they're just not showing any respect to 100 ping gods. And I mean, why do they need to? Sure, it's only a 6-round gap only, but I mean, sure, it's necessarily, a little bit close as the scoreline, but that's, again, doesn't really tell the full story. 100 ping gods, every now and then they pick up a round, but Entropiq have just kind of been dominating in this series. No real reason to respect the opposition. Maybe that's a reason for Alien to respect them, because even though he picks 2 apart towards outside, the 1D is going to at least bring one back, but going to need a whole lot more than that, and a whole lot more than just magic and ponies if they want to bring this one back. That one catch you by surprise there, Hayes.
Yeah, that one did catch me by surprise. Just keeping my eye on Chacha as well, and making sure that there's no rabid dogs going crazy there, saying any unnecessary things.
Do I have a hammer in my room? I don't think I do. Well,
well, I just brought mine out, don't worry. Winter and Sorrow, though, going to see if they can bring some hammer force into this round with their Desert Eagles. Because Entropiq right now, they've got 4 players alive. Not only that, but they've got cash in the bank on every individual right now as well. So if they do survive this round with those numbers alive, their economy is going to be getting into such a good position.
I mean, they're going to need more on these Deagles. They're not just going to be able to find it. Nickelback and Lackey, they clean it up. I don't know, man. 100 ping gods, I just really haven't seen anything much from them. Sure, every now and then we see a nice couple of kills, but that's really all it is. We haven't even seen too much on their T side, right? They pick up that one round. Where are they? Where are they now? Where are they now that we need you? Like, they're just gone. It's so, I mean, I keep repeating myself. We're not seeing anything from 100 ping gods. Nothing special. Again, it's kind of what I expected coming into this map. Some very basic stuff. They can't really get into the specifics, into the extremes, and into those more complicated takes with the player, with the new recruit in the roster. So I kind of feel bad for him, because I feel like this game would be a lot closer if they could, get a little more in depth with their play.
Okay. Nice spray down coming through there. Damage being exchanged. And in fact, Crad will be finishing off Winter in the meantime with the wall of smokes. 100 ping gods. They've been able to get themselves into secret. Not before Alien can find a pick, though. And that's going to be stunting their regression and their approach.
5v3. It looks like they still want to find that trade, bro. Lingering around that smoke, but Smiley nowhere near him. He's just gonna get taken down. Sorrow, good trade, but again, still 2v4. You're gonna need a whole lot more than just one kill back into it. Sorrow, maybe he could find some more timing. It looked like he spotted out Lackey's shoulder. Could go in for a repeat, tapping away. Barely missing that head by millimeters, it seemed, but that's enough for him to get away. Lackey, he's not going to let Bro get away, though. Now down to the 1v4. Sorrow on 13 health. This one should just be done and dusted. We literally have a man bunny hopping around on A with his knife out. It's 1v4, and this one's just writing up the storybooks. It seems 15-7, and there's not much more to go left into it. I mean, the buy, it's not going to be that great. 100 ping gods. It's going to take a miracle to bring them back into this game. Maybe they're playing for Dust 2. Who knows? Again, this is the map pick of Entropiq, but we're going to have to see a complete rework of how they play if we want to see some success on the second map.
Absolutely, Ant. We absolutely will have to see that, because right now it's just one-way traffic. Entropiq are absolutely destroying 100 ping odds. Look at the Pinnacle betting odds. I mean, just so in favor of Entropiq right now. I mean, they certainly were at the start of the series, but now that they're dominating here on Nuke, they've gone even further. Bro, he's going to try and drop down into the vent. So much damage. He's dealt the bomb. What? Where is it? Where is it fallen? What? It's like... Is it in the vent?
Observer,
I'm so
we need to look at
confused
that bomb. We need to look at that bomb, man.
Well, the round might be over before we even get a chance to. The Observer's trying to find it as well. Okay, it's on the outside of the vent. Okay, that's literally the most unfortunate place it could have fallen here for 100 ping odds. Now Winter has to try and clutch, but I think he's going to be left out in the cold, and he's been taken down. 16-7 will be the scoreline here. Entropiq end up destroying 100 ping odds. We're going to be taking a 10-minute break. When we return, we'll have the next map of the series. It's going to be Dust 2, and we'll hope that 100 ping odds can put a bit more of a fight back. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing Entropiq winning this series 2-0. We'll see you guys on the other side. What's up, everyone?
Yep. Remix Mike.
Not.
We're back into Dust 2. 100 Big Gods. Oh, Entropiq, they're up a map. They took Dukes by some pretty dominant fashion. And coming into this, we're really going to have to see a change of pace from 100 Big Gods if they want to find some success. And it all kind of starts with the pistol. And, well, starting out on their CT side, I feel like Entropiq could set the pace early.
Yeah, going to be a big job here for 100 Pink Gods to try and come back. We've seen in the past Entropiq have a good idea of what's going on right now, especially with all this information they've been able to find. Crad, he can't find any of the kills though, and Alien, he's going to activate off of this, probably getting a little bit aggressive here. Oh no, Iceman doesn't get the info in time. Smiley gets caught with his back turned, and it's a disaster here for 100 Pink Gods.
That right there is comms. That is 100% comms, and I don't think that really surprises you very much. But Alien, that's his third on the round. Somehow coming on the long flank, he finds the reason I know that's communication, right? It's because he comes first with the bomb on Bro's back. He's found, and then there's somebody pushing or there's somebody taking the fight long, and he has no idea what's going on. Doesn't turn around, doesn't back up, nothing. Now we see ourselves in the situation that we see now, right? 1v3, no chances whatsoever. And Entropiq, they're just gonna take it almost cleanly past that opening to a loss.
Great way for Entropiq to kick off their campaign here on Dust 2. As I said, they came off the back of a resounding win on Nuke where they destroyed 100 Pink Gods. So now they've got all the momentum and confidence behind them. And you can just see based off the play that Alien made right here that he's feeling really good right now. I mean, 3 kills for him here in the pistol round. Pretty much individually shuts 100 Pink Gods down. Now, and let's talk a bit about Dust 2 because this is 100 Pink Gods map pick. But this is the most played map for Entropiq as well that they've played in the past 3 months. So like, this team is really good on Dust 2 as well, and it's going to be super tough for 100 Pink Gods.
Yeah, this is one of their most played maps, and coming into it, I got some word that that 100 Pink Gods, even though they picked this map, they look okay on the map. Entropiq, they're 10 to tenfold better, right? I mean, when you look at a team like Entropiq, Dust 2, it's no new feat. Like, they played it so many times in the RMR, they played it so many times in the past, so I just feel like we might see rinse and repeat nuke. It all comes down to if 100 Ping Gods can start playing together as a team.
100 Ping Gods. Oh, what? Oh, 100 Ping Gods trying to get their job done towards short right now. But they've already lost some numbers. Entropiq on the defense. They always look so good on this map. And Forest is going to continue to aggress here. Yeah, Sora will lap that one up. I don't think that was necessary whatsoever coming through from Forrester, that is. They already have the two-man advantage in the round here in the anti-force, but I don't think that it's necessary to make any further plays in that situation. But now Entropiq will just post and force 100 Ping Gods to make the next move.
Yeah. Entropiq, I just don't see them dropping around here. I mean, they forced back 100 Ping Gods. This is one that they really need to pick up, right? They forced, second time, but they forced up. They really put everything in the mix. Deagles, SMGs, scouts, and, well, okay, finally starts to turn around. Alien's head's going to be taken off Nickelback. That's not a fight you want to be giving to somebody like Winner. I mean, we've seen him hit some nice shots from his Deagle, but that one might be a little out of his price range because Nickelback and Crowd, they're just going to clean this one up. Entropiq, they stabilize in the very end and find themselves a second round.
So 100 Ping Gods were able to beat Entropiq the last time that these two teams played on the map, right? But that was with Duke Fisher, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that was with Bro, who's of course playing right now. So it's going to be a tough ask for them to be competitive here without their full five. Especially considering that I think most of the time 100 Ping Gods' success is born off of their aggression on the T side. Like, they love making plays, they love taking fights, they love to get aggressive. So on the flip side of that, Entropiq, they've got a really resolute defense. Like, they're really strong on their CT sides, very good teamwork. I mean, just their setups and their structures are very tough to break. So they deal with that aggression well. So it kind of feels like Entropiq's natural game is a good counter to 100 Ping Gods' natural game.
Yeah. Agreed. I mean, 100 Ping Gods, they do have that very fast-paced play style. I mean, we've seen Entropiq do the same thing. Again, that's why I put so much emphasis on teamwork, because 100 Ping Gods, it's like what they do, Entropiq does better, and with a teammate behind them. So that's why I feel like so far we've seen a one-sided storyline and a one-sided scoreline alongside that, but we finally see something different. 100 Ping Gods, they open it up nicely towards long. No trades coming bound. Sure, a lot of damage is dealt, but having that 5v4 is worth its weight in gold, and Smiley adds to it. Lackey trying to bring one back. The smoke is going to cover everything it needs to. Maybe not, because Lackey, with the last bullet, sprays down for 3. It's 2 versus 3, and they have just dismantled on the long take.
Absolutely ridiculous. What a multi-kill coming through from Lackey. Everything was going the way of 100 Ping Gods. They take that fight in towards long. They find the kills, still able to shift themselves towards the A-bomb site, but they're at a numerical disadvantage right now. Flank coming through from long as well. Going to be a fake plant to try and draw out any pushes, but Sorrow, he's committed to watching long right now. Crad, he hasn't peeked. He will force the issue now, and he wins the gunfight out, leaving Iceman in such a tough position right now. 1 versus 3, he will pick up the AWP, but he barely has any HP to work with, and there we go. Ends up losing his life. Entropiq, they win the first gun round, and that's going to be a tough pull for 100 Ping Gods to swallow, not only because it's the first gun round, but because they had a 5 versus 3 to work with, and they still couldn't convert the round. In fact, and they don't even find another kill further.
You can say that's luck, but I mean, it's just lack. 3 through the smoke. I mean, he doesn't need vision whatsoever to get the kills. Now, that was so huge. His team needed it the most at that point. And look at this. Behind the smoke, finds the first, sure, but then he just kind of spams away, and luckily finds the remainder of them. That was just absolutely absurd. Ridiculous, even. But Entropiq, that's the beautiful thing about a play like that. It worked. You don't have to wonder how. It did. It doesn't have to happen again. Now they can try to counter 100 Ping Gods, and we can see they're starting to put more presence towards long. They have another man behind him to find that trade. They're not even going to commit this time around. Let him have it. I mean, past it, 100 Ping Gods, even when they've gotten this map control, they haven't done much with it, so it's not like they're scared.
Yeah, that's a good point. 100 Ping Gods here with the Force Spy trying to make something happen. They know they did some significant economic damage in the previous round. They've been able to get out long here once again. Alien trading blows with Smiley. Neither of the snipers connecting on their shots just yet. There we go. Now Alien will be tagged down, but he finds a follow-up shot onto Bro. Continues to force the issue, holding the narrowest of angles right now. He finds another kill onto Iceman. Alien, with his back against the wall right now, is just fragging out like crazy.
At least Sora's
able to catch off Lackey.
Oh, wait, did they get the bomb? Okay, they did. For a second, there was out on the corner. Wait, Crad, he's crept all the way up close. Looks like they're weary of it, but not in time, because Winter falls Smiley. Thankfully, only allows 1 kill to come in of it, but now They might have an open B bomb site, it seems, because one man's about to walk out, and it might be walking out straight into the welcoming arms of Alien on the EWP. He's already found 2, but he can't find a 3rd. The Galil, it's good enough for him. But here's the big kicker.
Oh my god, the
There's a man
timing.
in T-spawn. Oh my god, Nickelback's got his knife out! And now he changes course towards B, or does he? It looks like he wants to double back A now. For a second, he was going to go through T-spawn, but why? I mean, you know that they've rotated off of A. Nickelback literally has his knife out. There's no way in hell that they're both over towards that A, or that A bomb site. Forrester now coming into the 1v2. Uh-oh. Has he been heard? He has. And Sorrow on the Galil. You know, there's 3 people in this world. People who don't know the Galil spray, people who say they know the Galil spray and don't know the Galil spray. Then there's people like Sorrow who do know the Galil spray. I knew you were out there.
Yeah, we finally added that extra layer to the conundrum. Finally, somebody who can actually lock down the Galil spray. Oh god, take pause. And we'll get back into the action here. But more importantly, 100 ping guards, they get on the board here, and it wasn't actually the best position they found themselves in there. After Alien found all those kills, felt like Entropiq probably continued with some unnecessary aggression there, especially Lackey towards short, continuing to try and take those fights. Then Crad gets in a great position towards top mid, but he's only good for 1 kill. Nickelback, he gets a bit unfortunate because he doesn't expect somebody to be rotating back from T-spawn in towards long, so it's just a series of unfortunate events for Entropiq that end up leading to them losing the round.
Mm-hmm.
So 100 pink guards on the flip side, they're going to be quite happy that they were able to get on the board.
And like, as you say, it's just so surprising because even after Alien gets those 2 kills, Winter finds another no, that is a sick angle right there. You know, in all honesty, I don't know how people do that. Like, I have had those massive water jugs like he just had. And I don't know why, but I just can't drink out of it. Because, like, I don't put that in the fridge. It's too big to go in the fridge. I just leave it next to the fridge so I can, like, fill up a cup or something. I don't know, but, like, man, there's some people in this world, Hiz.
It's important to stay hydrated, Ad.
I drink normal-sized water bottles, thank you.
Listen, all right. He just stays extra hydrated. It's important. It's getting hot there in Russia. And it's getting hot here in the server as well. When we see the way that this game stands right now, tech pause ends, and we're going to be getting back into action here. Force buy for the CT side, and it's not like they have a magnificent set of weaponry to work with right now. AWP for Alien, sure, 2 rifles, but a couple Desert Eagles as well. Makes this less than ideal.
Look at the smoke. It's literally got a one-way so Alien can see all the way deep in the middle, even though it's not going to mount them that much. It mounts them all they need to send the reinforcements and batten down the hatches on A. B, it's one of those bomb sites you can play very loosely. It's very easy to defend. And I mean, that's why you see they're not even necessarily putting that much of a presence up in middle anymore. They're almost giving it up at a point. And now, with that 3-man stack on A, they've got a lot to work with. That being the 2 rifles of this round alongside the AWP. Sorrow just trying to play spoiler, make some noise, bait in some CT presence, and he may have baited in a little more than he wants, because here goes Alien trying to take an aggressive peek, but in reimbursement, 100 ping gods, they sprinted up long. Crad looked like for a second he'd be the one to take first contact, but now in comes that cat stack. How is it going to fare is the real question. Is the Flash going to come in? No, they might just be taking these fights dry here shortly. In come the smokes. And in comes Crad straight through them, trying to find one, spamming away, but Bro's going to catch the angle. Now 4v5 as Alien's got the one on the run-up. He just needs to find 1 kill, slow him down. He spotted the arm. No, he didn't. Oh, that's so huge. 1 man tucked into Gandalf, but Lackey still finds a kill. Bomb yet to go down, 35 seconds. It is so uncomfortable for this T side, and that's the bomb. Right into the open, the CTs, they have it. Can they find the trays? They can at least. And in comes winner from Camwalk, but Alien, 180 flick. It's a 2v3.
Yeah, Smiley, he's still holding this player in elevator as well. He knows he's got Forrester back against the wall. Finally, he will step out. Smiley going to be committing, or rather, it's Bro who commits to the bomb plant. Smiley steps out with the AWP, connects on a phenomenal shot. It's only Forrester left remaining, tapping away with the Desert Eagle. He will fall prey to Bro as well. Fantastic result there for 100 ping gods in the end. Great work coming through in the 2 versus 3. I love the way that they actually just calm the situation down. They don't feel like they need to force the issue and they need to try and commit to the bomb plant. They know that they actually just need to find the kills. The AWP was holding the elevator angle, and there was time for 100 ping gods to play with as well. So a great little settle or adjustment there from them in the end. Means they draw within 1 round, and it's going to be a full eco here from the CT side. And 100 ping gods, they're coming alive here on Dust 2 and in the series as well.
For a second there, I finally thought they were going to hit B for once in this game. They haven't done that yet. I mean, they haven't attempted that B bomb site take just yet. Sure, it looked like for 1 round they were going to rotate back and try to hit it, but after finding that kill, they had just switched sites towards A. So now, as you say, it's just the USPs to try and hold off in this one, and it's going to come up to if they can find timing or not in the answer. That is no and yes. Nickelback trades out 1 kill, and a dink comes in towards Iceman and towards middle, but that's pretty much all they're going to find. Sure, the AKs are covered, but with no armor, aim punch is going to be a big factor. A smoke drop that defeat a winner will allow them to have free reign over the B side of the map. Sure, they have the AK. They might honestly just save that, though, right? The money, it's still not all that great. Lackey, it's just more util he can buy up in the next 100 ping gods, though. They've been able to tie this one up.
Yeah, what? Entropiq are going to get $2,400 when they lose this round. They got that 2-count round loss bonus behind them.
Was
the
it
AK that's been
was it 3-0
dropped.
or 3-1?
Yeah, it was 3-0, I believe.
Are they getting 24? I think it's... Is it 29? I'm not sure. I'm stupid.
No, that would be a third counter round. If they lose this round, then they'll get 2-9 in the next.
Counting major can't do math.
We'll see. Well, I mean, hey, listen, I could be totally off as well. Let's see how much cash they get you, whether it's 2-9 or 2-4. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2-4. One thing I will say is that Nickelback, as you mentioned, he would like to hold on to this AK, but he won't be able to, unfortunately, because they're taking the fight.
I really would have loved to see that be a one-tap. I think we all would have. That would have been a treat. If he just
that's definitely one of those things in Counter-Strike that's always like the best looking, right? Just like a clean one-tap. Doesn't matter if you play the game or not, you can still always appreciate that.
That's why I love Counter-Strike, man. It's like, it's easy to pick up and understand, and it's extremely difficult to master. That's why this game, IMO, is one of the best spectator sports. Because you don't have to know what every single character does to know how the game plays. I mean, you understand it. It's fairly easy to get a concept of.
Exactly. That's it, and it's easily digestible, I think is a good way to put it.
Very. Now, let's see if they can digest the lead back into their favor, because they've been able to bring a rifle round into the mix. 4 M4s, or actually 5 M4s. I always mix up the A1S with something else, because, A1S users, KEKW. A little bit of util, too, so I don't know, man. This one might be sketchy for Entropiq.
Yeah, let's see how it ends up playing out. It looks like 100 ping gods are going to be working their way in towards mid right now. Got 3 players in lowest tunnels and a player coming up through from short as well. It's just a passive default, like a mid beam right now. It means they keep their options open. They can shift in towards the B split. They can go up short onto the A site if they want as well. And it actually looks like it's going to be the B split. But like I said, they've got these options, and they can change it up at a moment's notice based off any information that comes through.
But this is going to be really sketchy from Entropiq's defense. Krad's also been spotted in CT spawn. I guess him just staying alive is going to be all they need him to do. Because just him showing that shoulder is going to stall on that take all the much more. There's only 30 seconds remaining, so every second taken off the clock really helps Entropiq out here. Now 20 seconds to go. They're going into a passive bomb site hold. What 100 ping gods? They got to put their foot on the gas. If this tons hold comes into perfection, the round is done regardless of how many kills come in. And thankfully, they're going to dismantle the B-hole thus far. Flash comes down. Still seems like they're weary of another man. 8 seconds, though. They're going to get the bomb down in the nick of time. My God, 100 ping god. I mean, teams like this, when they do that, it always scares me, man. Because 1 kill, 1 awry frag. Let's say the bomb planner, right? Let's theorize for a second. The bomb, it was in tunnels. Let's say they're both posted on tunnels, or one guy gets a spray down for both of them. Even though the trades would have come in, the round would have been done, because they would have had to go and get the bomb, come back to the site and plant, which they did not have time for. So 100 ping gods, them taking that much time off the clock, that's just scary.
I mean, listen, I couldn't agree with you more. Like, that was definitely, that could have got awkward very quickly for 100 ping gods if they didn't find those kills. But you also kind of have to admire the coordination there within the group coming through. Even when, even when the clock was ticking down and there was chaos ensuing, 100 ping gods, they still knew what the plan was. They still stuck to their structures, to their protocols, and they knew what was required of them. I love the way that they still have the attention to detail with the util coming into that B-bomb side as well. Some great flashbangs, some good spacing, good decision-making, and 100 ping gods. They've strung a 4th consecutive round together here. And Entropiq, well, they probably have just enough cash to justify a force. I mean, Nickelback could drop an M4. Alien can drop a FAMAS. But it appears as though they're just going to go for a half buy here, level out the economy, and this is probably the better decision.
Yeah, I mean, those guns, they're just going to be helping you out into this one when you get to see the beautiful players once again. Hey, there's a pen for, or not a pen, what is that? Is that a vape? Is that one of the vapes that those kids use? I don't know.
Oh god, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
What?
Yeah, you see, you don't even know that meme.
I do know that meme. I just what?
Oh god. Smiley with the AWP will find the first in the round. And Lucky, well, he'll pick up that M4, but he's not going to be able to achieve much else, I don't think. Alien, he fell, and Lucky will as well. So this half by not yielding too much here in the early stage is Winter going to be finding the important trade kill there as well. So 100 ping guards, I mean, they've shifted into gear here on this T side, and
as you said, I mean, they're finally starting to coordinate, play as a team. That B take that we just... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on, crowd. All it takes is for him to get this one kill, and things could come to a spoiler. It's 2v2, and the bomb, it's in T-spawn! Oh, no. Thankfully, for the side of 100 ping gods, they don't know that, right? The Oppa Smiley, he doesn't know that, right? Or rather, he doesn't know that he's in T-spawn, but Smiley has to be weary that he's still in long, holding for another man to come into the long halls area. So this just slows down 100 ping gods, who really don't know what's going on whatsoever. Thankfully, though, Smiley finding that kill on a Forester kind of sends this into a winnable, or rather a losable situation, or more of a losable situation for Entropiq. I'm sorry, 1v2. Crad just trying to hold his ground towards the long. Maybe the players just saved the AK right again. This was one of those eco rounds. You come in with a couple of rifles, buy some pistols, play for the next. Entropiq, we didn't really expect him to come out of the gates with this one, but my God, was that closer than it needed to be. Crad looks like he still wants to get some more into this one, too. Creeping up to try and clear out A. Spots out the bomb is not here. My question is he even going to go closer to the B bomb site? No, it looks like he's just going to keep his AK. So, 100 ping gods. They should have that 5th round locked in. And Entropiq, this is where they need to start to change it up.
they certainly do. I wonder what the response is going to be, because 100 ping guards, they've had multiple different avenues of success so far on this T side. They've taken long control aggressively through from spawn. They've also managed to get themselves, you know, with those really passive plays, those passive defaults, working their way in towards B splits, working their way towards B execs, finding the kills when Entropiq are getting aggressive. So it's not like 100 ping gods are being one-trick ponies right now, and if Entropiq change one or two things around, they'll get the success. They're gonna have to start finding these fights, winning these gunfights out across the map, and that can often be the problem of the CT side of Dust 2, is these fights are so isolated across the map that you don't have the chance to find the trades.
Yeah.
So it feels like Entropiq, they're just struggling right now to take these gunfights across the map and to deal with the playstyle that 100 ping gods are employing right now.
I'm 100% with you, and in comes a B-rush. Oh, good old-fashioned. How's it going to work out? So far, very well, because Winner jumps out to a quick headshot, 4v5, and do they honestly even go for this at this point? I mean, smokes are in. Alien, though, he brings the kill back. There's a lot of utility come amongst this retake. A minute 30 to go. The bomb will go down, so it's going to start to tick in the favor of this T-side attack. Not going to come in through those doors. Lackey just trying to hold down the line. And are they saving? They're saving. Entropiq, they are not going for this. One kill comes in, and 100 ping gods find the round. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dust 2 B site.
Yeah, I mean, can still be 4 players alive on the CT side, and they commit to the save because of how tough the site is to retake. But I love this round coming through from 100 ping guards, because they know how damn important this round is, this gun round is for Entropiq. So the fact that they're able to just burst into that B bomb site, find the one pick, and convert the round is best case scenario. And again, this is just a different face we've seen now from 100 ping guards on the C side. So it's going to be really tough for Entropiq to read and try and figure out what the resolution is.
Yeah, Adrian, why don't you like Dust 2? It's so fun. Yeah. Man, this map, dude. It's so stupid.
I don't know. I like Dust 2 a lot, and it can be tough sometimes. I mean, being that lone B player on any map is such a grind, because nothing can happen for like 9 rounds in a row, and then all of a sudden you just have 5 players charging in towards you, and you might just get caught napping. And right now, the aggression is going to be taken in towards long here.
Oh my, wait, what? Has Crab been spotted? I don't know if Crab was spotted. It looks like Smiley's weary of him. That's why he got so far up. Iceman, oh, completely blinded. There goes Crab on the mid-aggression, finding one traded out by Winner, but the catwalk player, he's too far behind. Nickelback has given him room to work with, but he won't give him anything more. In fact, he will give him something more. It's an M4 bullet to the dome. And now it enters a 4v3 situation in Entropiq. They start to play a little more passive. They know they've got the info. They've got 100 ping gods worked up, questioning where this defense is, so they don't really have to go back up for these very aggressive plays. Nickelback, he's the furthest one up, I'd say. He's just jiggling on catwalk, making sure they don't get anything for absolutely free. He swings something like that, maybe they played a century, or maybe not, because there was a flashbang inbound that I did not see. Smiley surely won't be smiling at that one, because now down by 2 people. They're going to try their luck with the B-bomb site once again, which I guess luckily enough for him. I mean, it is wide open. If Bro smokes off door, there is a real chance that they can try to hit this site itself. But no, Forrester's come up into the window, so all he really needs is one of these kills in this round. Should just be done and dusted. Maybe calling for the rotations after spotting one out. Good little tag there. Down to 39 HP. And in comes a flank from Nickelback. Yeah, this round's just done and dusted. 36 seconds, and he's just trying to play time. Oh my, wow, Sorrow, okay. He brings one back, but the nade is going to do its damage tenfold. 1v3, and he's on 1 HP, bro. What can you possibly bring back?
Ooh.
Maybe a headshot, okay. Maybe a little overzealous there, Elian. Throwing away the AWP. But I still think this is a 1 round for Entropiq.
I mean, should certainly be a round back for Entropiq. If there's any world Bro's able to turn this around, it would be a disaster. Found the timing to get around the corner here. Is he going to be committing to the bump on? No, he fakes it. He draws out the push from Forrester, but thankfully for Entropiq, Forrester will hit the shots, man. Able to get his team back to winning ways. You see the difference there for Entropiq? They kind of just throw caution to the wind. They get aggressive up mid as well. Crad just charging forward. It kind of feels like Entropiq were like, screw this. We know that we're better than them. Let's just take the gunfights. Let's just actually, employ the brute force approach instead of allowing them to play around the map right now. And, you know, make plays on their T side. Let's take the fight to them. And it works out well, but still works to be done here for Entropiq on the CT side.
And that's what we needed to see from Entropiq. Making those fast plays together, but that's not playing together. Nickelback along the open. He needed his teammate Brad, who's just MIA. And so is he now, because he goes back into that re-swing, and Winner on the boost is going to find another. And into the 2v5 we swing. Sorrow's found another kill in middle, and I don't even know if he's going to slow down Forrester. Will finally put an end to him. And in comes Elian to pick one off towards long. Is there another man on catwalk? I believe so. Missing an op shot. Oh, Elian has spotted out so many coming up on the long wall. All 3 of them reside here. This one is going to be a lot more closer than I maybe initially thought on the surface. 2 smokes come in. Nade over towards the ramp. If this is well placed,
no, let it go.
Taking down, jumping down. Oh, they play in this retake setup, bro. Is this Nate gonna do it? No, just barely won't, but Forrester will. 1v2.
That's
and
so
in comes the smoke.
unfortunate.
He walks into the Molotov, and 100 ping gods. They walk away. Oh, he does just let go of that nade. If Elian doesn't jump down from the bomb site, maybe, just maybe, they defend that one off from being a 100 ping god sighted round again, though. I mean, T-sided map, we did talk about how all these kills that you find as a T, they're very isolated, right? It's hard to trade them out, and that's really why this is a T-sided map, because when you look at the rifles in Counter-Strike, obviously you got the 2 tapping M4, you got the 1 tapping AK, and usually in that interaction, the AKs will come out on top. So when you have these isolated 1v1 duels and the aimers get those openers, it's very difficult to trade, and it leaves the CTs in such a bad position.
It absolutely does, and I mean, Entropiq, they try and force the issue in towards that long area in the previous round. They just get dismantled. So 100 ping odds, they continue to put the pressure onto the CT side here. Enough cash for Entropiq to buy up. Again, they got the double orb set up in play here as well. Lackey with one, Alien with the other. Both posted on the A bomb site right now as it stands. And, well, 100 ping odds, they're just taking their time right now. They've been able to secure long control. They've got Sorrow on the lurk here as well. They're just taking their time in the round.
Yeah, I mean, Entropiq, that 1 round of aggression, it works out for him. Past it, though, it looks like it's all passivity. They don't want to be the ones to give up that opening kill, but I feel like that's really what's been screwing them over. And a lot of these times where 100 ping gods have been able to take A, they've gotten long for almost absolutely free. Be it last round, they did try to put some pressure on, but the teamwork, it just seemed like it was MIA. Now, once again, I don't know if it's a burnout factor or if it's maybe maybe a lack of experience factor. I don't want to say lack of experience because a team like Entropiq, they do not lack the experience, but
absolutely not.
It's missing something, right? I can't necessarily put my finger on it, but it's missing something and it's big. However, they're not missing shots when it's Elian on the AWP. Bro trades one back, but still, the upper of Elian resides in towards Gandalf. Brad, he's in the corner of the site, spots out Bro, and that's the bomb drop. Again, 15 seconds. I don't think it matters if Smiley gets the kill because they can't plant the bomb. There's one man isolated on the bomb site, 8 seconds to go. Oh, and I guess thankfully for them, there's no molly in towards Gandalf. And did he miss it on the bomb site? He did, so in it comes, and in comes Elian from that long flank, picking up Winner. Apparently he's moved from Gandalf. What did I miss? quite a lot,
Oh.
but Smiley, he doesn't miss those. 1v1, he knows Forrester's coming in from CT. He's just going to try swing in, bait out the shot. No, he won't. And 100 ping gods walk away on top in a 1v2. They can secure an 8 and secure the half. 100 ping gods, it's a complete reversal of what we saw on Nuke. They're the ones dictating the pace. They're the ones dictating the scoreline.
Yeah, they're looking really solid so far here on the T side of Dust 2, man. Smiley with a big 1 versus 2 clutch here, taking out Alien. And as you said, he knew that Forrester was going to be retaking here from ramp. Holds the angle. I mean, he had that one and done shot, right? If he doesn't connect on that shot, he gets taken down immediately. So high octane, intense situation ends up coming through for 100 ping gods. It's going to be an eco in response here for Entropiq. And 100 ping gods, they're destroying right now, man. They're looking so damn good. And as you say, it's very similar to what we had on Nuke for a number of reasons. And to add to those reasons is that every time Entropiq are able to win a round here, it feels like 100 ping gods just win the round immediately afterwards. I mean, we actually can't forget the fact that Entropiq were up 3-0 at one stage, man. If I'm not mistaken, was it? Let me just check that. Yeah, it was 3-0 in favor of Entropiq, which means that 100 ping gods have won 8 of the past 9 rounds. They might not be winning this one right here, right now, though. Forrester on the angle, Nickelback with the scout. It's a disaster. It's falling apart. What on earth have we just seen? Entropiq will keep all 5 players alive. Both Crad and Forrester, they were brought down low at the start of the round there, but it still wasn't enough.
How of all rounds there? Then how? Why? I don't know, man. But I will say, right? I'm taking a deeper look into Entropiq right now. You know, I'm checking out what they got. Their CT sides on Dust 2, they're notoriously fairly weak. From what I'm seeing, it looks like usually they're going into the half with that deficit, or rather, if they start on the CT side, it's not all that well for their defense, and they still manage to make games close. What's really to keep an eye on is their T side. So I now, even if the scoreline goes 10-5 in the favor of 100 ping gods, I don't think I can count them out yet. In fact, the last time these two teams played, Entropiq had lost the half on CT side 4-0 or 4-11, 4-11 to 100 ping gods. Well, it's already off to a better outcome now. So.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. 100 ping gods gotten off to a good start during the round, but Lackey's going to be finding 2 frags back once again. He's the difference maker. He's the one who gets Entropiq back in the round on 100 ping gods. They had a good advantage to work with as they came back into the round here, but that could be squandered.
Look at the util. The util, it's almost gone, it seems. I mean, sure, they've got some flashes and mollies, but they have no smokes. They can't do any B crosses, and if they do, it might honestly just be suicide, because as soon as these fade, they don't know who's lingering behind them. Bro on the EWP, also with the bomb on his back, holding for this push from Nickelback. It's going to come up to timing. Will Nickelback clear this? Bro clear it first. Misses the off shot, and that's the bomb! I don't even know if it matters if they find the trade. He will, not on a very big margin, but in comes Lackey. He found 2, and he's going to find the third. Now 1v2. Sorrow coming up long, 35 seconds, spotted out on the CT, cross tapping away, but Lackey's going to hit a 4th. That is beautiful from Entropiq, somehow saving that round, and 1 round can make this the most competitive scoreline we've seen. And going onto their T side again, Entropiq, I feel like they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. And coming into this round, they got no more than pistols and scouts. Look at this from Lackey. This was just beautiful. Punishes the first, sure, good on you. Then they just completely forget there's a man here, and he absolutely abuses them. Nickelback, the only other kill on the CT side, rather the only other player to find a kill on the CT side, and then Lackey just kind of goes off, does Lackey things. Now we're seeing Entropiq things. Stand by, or rather 2, with an opportunity to bring it back to 1.
That'd be amazing for Entropiq if they could finish this half 7-8, and I think they would, they'd love that, considering they were down, what, 8-4, and then they won that eco round. So, I mean, to bring it back 8-7 would be remarkable, and right now there's going to be aggression coming through from short. Iceman with his Desert Eagle just tears Alien's head right off. Crad, he's going to try and pick up the pieces right now. On the bomb side, he's able to find a kill and some follow-up damage as well, but it's really important that he stays alive here for a period of time. He's losing teammates in the process, but he's taking names. Great work coming through from Crad on that A defense. And Entropiq on course to bring this back to a 1-round deficit.
I don't know, man. This is really, I don't think the outcome pretty much sticking through. 100 ping gods, they really showed some new life on Dust 2, even though they were kind of doing some of the same things, right? We still see those solo plays. Nickelback, by the way, nice shot at the end. 2 kills from him, 3 from Crad. But we still kind of saw that same thing where every now and then they go up with one player and try to make a hero play. But for the most part, 100 ping gods, they were a lot better in the spacing category this time around. They were a lot better in communicating and even just changing up directions on where they're going. So for the most of that half, I expected a new life out of this 100 Pink God squad, and that's what we saw for most of it too. But then Entropiq, the experience just comes back in when we go, wait. We're the better team. Why are we losing? And then they just start winning. It's kind of that simple.
It's not like they even changed anything that much. It kind of feels like they actually start taking more fights across the map than less. They want to take that fight to 100 Pink Gods, right? So, yeah, interesting turn of events. 8-7, the halftime scoreline in favor of 100 Pink Gods. But it was a really nice turnaround from Entropiq. So they'll be the team with the momentum in their favor, right? And, coming into this next half, they'll be feeling better of the two teams right now. So let's see what they have in store for us on the T side. Going to be a great game, to say the least. I mean, it's been super entertaining up until this point. 100 Pink Gods fighting tooth and nail, giving it everything that they've got.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to see something different than what we've seen in the past from this team on their CT side. Their defense in the past hasn't been that great. Coca-Cola tastes better in bottles, by the way.
That is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard you say.
Glass bottles. You know what?
Okay. No. I'm on board with glass bottles, but I'm just clarifying.
Yeah,
I've heard you say some audacious things here on the broadcast over our past weeks together, but that would have taken the cake.
I should have specified. Because
Yes.
plastic bottles taste
That's the bottom of the.
worst. That's
Yeah,
the bottom
exactly.
of the tier list.
Okay, cool. As long as we're on the same page for that, mate. God. Into the second half we go here, and 100 Pink Gods, they need to fight back. They need to win 8 rounds here in the second half. Otherwise, they'll be dropping down to the 0-2 bracket here in the Pinnacle Cup Swiss stage. And no one wants to be in the 0-2 bracket.
Nobody. Trust me. I know that one very well. Sag, Copenhagen Flames. But T-sided pistol round comes out. What do Entropiq have up their sleeves? It looks like this is going to be a mid to B take, and then they're kind of missing that smoke. In comes a flashbang from Cred. Yeah, they're just kind of contacting this, expecting nobody to be in CT spawn. Iceman about to take first contact. In comes that smoke. Okay, not missing from the buy. Let's see if they're going to be missing their shots in this one. Iceman not cleared, but misses shots. And Forrester and Nickelback, they just punish. 2 kills instantaneously from Entropiq, and now this is just instantly their round. Again, it's B site. What a fun map. 2 kills come in, 100 Pink Gods are saving. The pistol round goes the way of Entropiq. We're going to see a tie game.
Really nice round coming through from Entropiq, though, right? I mean, everything goes exactly according to plan, it feels like, the way that they get themselves in towards that B bomb site. You call a B split from spawn, normally something is going to be going wrong. You take contact from short, maybe there's a push that's come through from long. Like, normally there's going to be some sort of a spanner to deal with, but nothing actually unsettles Entropiq. Everything goes exactly according to plan. They find that opening pick, the flashbang into the site. Sorrow's completely blind. Nickelback finds the second kill, and Entropiq, well, they make the pistol round look very, very easy. They level up the scoreline. 100 Pink Gods. At least they're going to keep 3 players alive, and none of them have taken any damage, and which means it's only going to cost them $350 to upgrade to head armor, which is an important consideration coming into this next 4-spy round.
Yeah. You know, when I watch Entropiq, like a team like them, right? They flow so fast and securely, kind of like our sponsors over at Trustly. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I mean, Trustly is definitely the way to go. You can even make transactions at pinnacle.com/odds with Trustly, where you'll find the latest odds for 100 Pink Gods versus Entropiq. You don't need a card, an app, or a registration.
Ooh,
so it's the way to go, man. Don't trust me. Trust Trustly.
All right, I like that one. Entropiq, though, let's see if they can trust themselves to keep themselves, or rather to take the lead right back, because they're not going against too much. The FAMAS, the Scout, and a couple of pistols is all they've got to their name so far. Nice, man. The only thing he's got to his name is a molly burning at his toes. Trade, not even inbound from that forced up FAMAS of bro. I talk this gun up so much. Can you make me look like I'm smart? That's not the way to do it. Forrester picking up a second, and this one's just all Entropiq sided. Sure, they bring 1 kill back, but that's pretty much it. 1 versus 4.
Wow.
Forrester is just absolutely mopping everything up. He's on for the 8th right now, and Winner, he might be giving it to him. Coming up from this cap flank, the smoke is fading. I believe he was spotted, but he hits the D. Wow, you are no fun to have at a party, apparently. Can he bring anything back, though? Okay.
I mean, Winter giving us some highlights here at least. I mean, gets himself a 2nd kill in the round, doing a bit of economic damage here. Could he actually be on for the round win? All of a sudden, he's doing damage to Elian. Elian, I don't know if you want to continue to take that fight, my man. There's a flank coming through from Lackey, so this is on a timer right now. Oh, Winter, he makes the read. What on earth? Okay, that's just ridiculous. Oh, man. I mean, Entropiq, they'll end up winning the round. Oh, no, Elian, he wanted the AK, but he didn't realize that it landed next to him. I did want to say, and I couldn't get this joke in, but I'm still going to force it.
All right.
Forrester, he got 4 kills in the round. More like Forrester.
What?
Not Forrester, it's Forrester.
Oh, Forrester.
Because he got the 4 frags.
I thought you were going to say something like, there is some deforestation amongst the side of 100
but he got the quad. If he died, it would be deforestation. And right now, well, Nickelback, he's trying to farm himself a couple eco kills. Entropiq need to be careful not to be too ill-disciplined here. Otherwise, they could find themselves in a spot to bother economically because they don't have that much cash, do they? They don't have that much money on all their individuals right now. So they want to convert this round cleanly.
Keep that money built up, and it looks like Forrester. Oh, come on. He's in the smoke. You know
He's been great today, hasn't he, Ant?
He has,
How
man.
impressive has Forrester been today?
I'll say, right? His CT sides, from what we've seen, they've kind of been quiet. But when it just goes to these T sides, when he gets that AK in his hand, man, he has just been a force to be reckoned with. I mean, on Nuke, he dropped 15 kills in the first half. Again, you know, people are like, oh, that's one round. Go look at Simple try to do that. He's barely doing that. I mean, again, lower tier competition, but Forrester, he is just killing it. I'm glad you mentioned that. Nickelback, though, I feel like he's silent going to have a very good game, too. Alongside that, you know what? Not even just Nickelback. Why am I talking about 1 or 2 players? Everybody for Entropiq has had their loud moments this game. Every single one of them. Lackey, Alien, Forrester, Crad, Nickelback, they've all had huge impact plays that have won Entropiq rounds. Look at the kill spread along that T side. 15 kills, 15 kills, 12, 13. Not one man is the star of the show this game.
That's exactly what I was going to be bringing up now as well. That's like the core strength of this Entropiq team is that not only do they not have a weak link, everybody is capable of popping off when they need to as well and going crazy and carrying the team when they're having those tough games. So that's the thing about this Entropiq team. There's no weak link, there's no easy options, and right now the first full gun round of the second half is coming to fruition. Forrester actually realizes, I've got an angle here. I can try and take this fight, but the triple peek ends up coming through from the CT side. They lose their lives. Sorrow, well, he just wants to try and peek for some information. He actually doesn't throw the flashbang, but he still will find the kill onto Nickelback. Got the support from Smiley as well, and 100 Pingods are doing a great job in cleaning up this round. And the bomb's been dropped firmly into the CT's control as well.
That really sucks, right? Because, I mean, Forrester, that smoke, by the way, I don't know if you've seen it. That smoke was very popular for like a week. Right? Teams, they commonly molly in Longhouse so often. I'm actually really surprised you don't see that smoke used as much as we do. Like, or as much as we should. Because, I mean, it gives you that angle that you just saw. That one way that Forrester was playing with. It's just unfortunate. Something we don't see from him too often is he missed hard. Those were 2 kills lined up for him. He gets those kills. It's a 3v5, and Entropiq explode out long, and that honestly might be the storyline from the 100 Ping God's defense. But now, they just kind of dictated in this round. After that kill doesn't come in, Entropiq, they've got to go for their plan B, and their plan B is going up mid with no cross smoke. So, I mean, they just kind of get picked apart on that push, even though the flash doesn't come in. Oh, wow, that was a tongue twister. Write that one down. But even though that flash doesn't come in from Sorrow, he's got his teammates, or rather all the teammates he needs to support him. So, in 100 Ping Gods, this one just goes nowhere near their hands, and now they've just got to save for the side of Entropiq. The AWP going to be brought into the next round. Alien, if he brings it in there, they can probably muster up a buy. He's the lowest of the bunch, $1,700. Everybody else, 30, $3K, somewhere around there. So, still a lot more to fight for if you're 100 Ping Gods, but Entropiq, I feel like they dropped the ball hard on this one.
They did. Unfortunate, right? Because they get themselves into some good positions, but they can't find the kills necessary to convert onto those good positions. And all 5 players going to be staying alive here for 100 Ping Gods. That's a great round result for them. Going to be a force back in response here for Entropiq, though. So let's see what the response is going to be, Ant. I mean, I called it a force because they don't have that much cash, but in the end, they will still be able to get 4 AKs, full armor, decent amount of util, and a scout. So that's like the one weapon with the little asterisk next to it. Outside of that, pretty stock standard stuff.
I think they're going to hit this B bomb site. I mean, they haven't really tested it too much. I want to see if they... Oh, never mind. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why my brain just sees, okay, they're going in tunnels. Boom, B hit. Because it's just so obviously not necessarily the case. Or maybe it is. Because Nickelback, he's come up through middle. Throws a pretty much a looker smoke. Find the kill? No, Sorrow gets the second, looking for a third. He's got it. They are all giving him 1v1 fights, and he picks them all apart. It's Forrester left alone, the hero, it seems, so far for this Entropiq series. Trying to do it all by his lonesome. Get a couple of kills back. I mean, again, this was really your last-ditch effort for Entropiq. Next round, it's going to be an eco. We've seen them when ecos, but on their CT side. And, I mean, this T side, it's started off strong, but past that, it's just been 100 Ping up in window. So I mean, where he is, they've tagged him up. 1 HP. He's just on Sorrow. He gets the ace, and 100 ping gods tie up the game.
Not only that, but again, they keep all 5 players alive. So that's the past 2 consecutive rounds. They haven't lost a single individual, and you can see the impact that's had on their economy. Not only that, but now they go into an anti-eco round, so they can build even further.